What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of You Heard What I Said, where we discuss real, raw conversations about life, love, and relationships. If you enjoy our content, like, share, and subscribe. Make sure you hit that button. And of course, we want to thank Hard Knock on the intro and the outro. We appreciate you. Thank you. And I'm your girl, Precious. And along here is my big brother, Keon. What's going on, Keon?
What's up? You could take the big out of that, but I'm good.
Okay. Let's change that up. Okay. And I'm here
good
with my older brother.
Hey, no, it's all good.
Keon.
It's all about me creating my own change.
Right. I know
it's all
that's
good.
right.
What's up? How you doing today?
I'm good. Yeah, I kind of spent the day really kind of preparing for the episode, doing a little babysitting, but shoot, I'm tired. I'm ready to take a nap.
Did you already have an afternoon? I can't even talk today. Did you already have an afternoon nap or what? What's up?
Man, I dozed off for a second, but it just was not long enough. It's always when you get that good sleep and you like, oh, okay. And then the phone start ringing, people calling, texting. It's like, come on. I really need to learn how to use that do not disturb button.
I think I might have been guilty texting you, so my bad.
Oh, no, yeah. You good. So, well, how was your weekend? What did you get into?
It was good. The family went to the movies, but I kind of took a step back. But man, all right. So here's a little quick story.
Okay.
Yeah, I always have stuff going on. It's not too funny, but it's just a little story regarding the situation with my mail. All right. So I know, right? So. Yeah. In different neighborhoods, so some houses they got their mailbox right in front of the house, but others in neighborhoods it's like one little location where it's like the little cul-de-sac or area or whatever. Yeah. So my mail is across the street, and this is what for about 36 houses, so 36 mailboxes, and of course we're in the middle, and the middle mailbox was vandalized, right? So it's happened all around the city, but it's just normal. So a few weeks back, I checked the mail, nothing's there. Check it a couple days later, nothing's there. I'm like, all right, hey, no bills, we're good. But then I started to get suspicious, so I finally went to the post office, and they're like, yeah, it's been vandalized, so they start putting mail in your mailbox. So we got to go. So I got to go every time I want mail. I got to go to the USPS, the post office building. And so finally today I went, and I was just like, let me see what's up. So I waited in line for about 30 minutes, and then I told them, and the mail person put a note saying, hey, it's not fixable, so you got to talk to your HOA so they could fix it. And I'm like, you kidding me, right? So, so then I went on this little Nextdoor. I don't know if you've heard of Nextdoor, but it's kind of like a little app for neighborhoods and everything like that. So I kind of send a little message out to people, and they're like, nah, the HOA doesn't pay for that. It's federal property. We can't touch it. Even if someone spray paints it, we can't paint over it. It's all federal property. So I'm just going through the whole thing right now. So they're talking about I need to speak to a manager at USPS, and I was in line. I sat another line to talk to somebody, and they're like, well, our managers, they're helping the mail people get out in the morning, so you're gonna have to either come in the afternoon and talk to them, or fill this form out and they'll call you back. So I'm just going through the process
to get your mail.
To get my mail, dog.
Wow.
And so on one of the messages on Nextdoor, they're saying that they had the same situation, and that they had to actually call the council person in the area, in the neighborhood, and they said within a week they got it fixed. So I'm going through the process of waiting for them to talk to them, then talk to the head postmaster at the main postal station, and then I'm gonna have to get familiar with my council person. But it's just crazy, all just to get mail, dude. So that's all. But everything else is good. Yeah.
So just light work, huh? nothing big.
Man, I was
something
like,
a little minor.
Just a little minor, but everything else is good.
Crazy. Well, I had nothing like that going on, but I did get a chance to do some little me time. Just like you said, you kind of passed on the movie.
Right.
Had some me time, so I did some of my me time, and I hung out with, one of my old childhood friends. So that was awesome. We had a great time. it was like that meme that you see on Instagram where you see the two girls like cracking up laughing, where it's like you can't breathe sometimes because you laughing so hard. Like that cool. Was us.
Now, did you take pictures?
You know what? I was so upset with myself when I got in the car and left, and I was like, I didn't take any pictures, nothing to post. I'm like, what was I doing? But we were just enjoying the moment. So
that's cool. I know she's good people.
I forget. So she is good people. Yeah, so. She is.
Dang,
so
that's cool.
I guess I don't think she'll mind if I put her out there. So maybe I'll tell my age if I do like a little shout out. But Ronnie, to you, I had a great time with you the other night. It was wonderful.
What's up?
Right. And then I hung out with another friend for a little while, so I've been able to get out the house a couple of nights. I'm proud of myself. I'm getting there.
There you go.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I already got plans for this upcoming weekend, so
dang.
Your girl, you know.
You're getting out there. That's what I'm talking about. It's all about you.
Used to be a homebody. That was kind of by choice because I'm not really a homebody. So I'm slowly making my way back out, hanging with friends and enjoying myself. So, you know, I give myself a little pat on the back.
A pat for you. So that's for you.
Right. But, you know, this week, we getting into it. I had to come up closer to the camera because we talking about sex today. That's it. I figured it's time, right? It's time, you know, we grown out here. So let's talk about it, you know. And I heard someone say that after sex, men gain clarity and women gain emotions. So I said, do I agree with that? Do I believe that? Let me ponder. Let me think. And I'm ready to respond.
Let's hear it. So the floor is yours.
I am ready to get it going.
Listen, I'm leaning forward myself now. I'm ready to hear this. So,
well, you know, I don't want to speak for all men and all women. I just want to speak for myself and how I feel, and just the people that I've talked to, you know, certain friends, or whatever, male and female, that I've talked to about the topic. So I just want to speak for us. Mm-hmm. No one else. But with that, I do think that there's some truth in that, as far as women gaining emotions, at least from my experience, like I said, in the people that I spoke to about this topic, I would say, heck yeah, we gain emotions after sex. A lot of females, we equate sex with love or strong like, you know, because once you share that part of yourself with someone, it's meaningful, it's intentional, you know, that you're doing this. So I do believe, you know, it's tons of emotions. You see a lot of people out there talking about, okay, if I'm doing something with you, like, you my man. And I think that's how a lot of women feel, because it's not really just sex, you know, for us. It's definitely meaning that you get some type of feelings and emotions that are being, you know, that are involved afterwards. Mm-hmm. A lot of people are like, all right, you mine, we in a relationship, I'm not sharing. It's usually that type of vibe. So I guess afterwards, with a lot of women, that's when we find out, okay, you know, is this love? You know, is this lust? Whatever it is, because I'm sharing myself with you, I'm now, we're involved. You know, I'm feeling like this is somebody that I want to share my time with. This is because obviously if I'm sharing myself, my body with you, it's like I want to share my time with you. So there are tons of emotions fluttering, you know, through our body. It's like, yeah, that's it. So I think with women, absolutely, we gain emotions. That's, you know, hands down. I don't think we need to discuss that part any further. And with men, I talked to a couple of my guy friends and asked them about, you know, the clarity. And they were like, they all kind of pause for a second, like, because that's something that they never even thought about. And they're like, okay, I don't know. Well, what kind of clarity are you referring to? Like, do I have clarity? Because they like, I have the ability to cut off any type of emotions and say, okay, I could just have sex with you and that's it. There's no feelings, no nothing involved. It's one and done, type vibe. So they're like, well, what's the clarity? I'm like, well, anything. Is there anything that you can ponder or any questions that can get answered or whatever the case may be after you have sex with a female? Like, do you know, okay, this is somebody that I want to be with. This is somebody that I feel as if I can share my time with, whatever the case may be. And they were all like, never really thought about it. So this was something that they were unsure. And I guess I'm unsure because, some guys, they might just want to have sex, as a challenge, with someone. So that could be the clarity part or the clarity aspect, to be like, okay, well, I was able to, get it. Okay, I'm good now. Or some guys feel like, okay, after sex, if it's good, I'm going to keep going back. And this is just, like I said, I don't want to speak for all guys. It's just a couple of the ones that I've spoken to, or they determine, like I said, this is someone I could share my time with. This is someone that I may be able to have a relationship with. And so I guess there is some form of clarity when it comes to guys. I can't say. So I don't know exactly what's going on in their heads. I know that, male and female, we're built different. And that was intentional, that we are built different. So I don't know. Females, I think, tend to lead with their heart, and guys tend to lead with their head. And I'll leave it at that. What about you? What you thinking?
What am I thinking? I don't know. I'm like, I'm straight up, seriously, I'm straight up like your friends, because this is, I feel like I'm on trial in a sense.
Oh no.
in a sense, but it's still I'm still unclear as well, because when you asked this question, I started to think. I was trying to write my notes, and I'm like, man, I don't have any, because I don't know where to go.
Oh no.
In terms of how to answer this question. So in terms of women, I do agree that emotions are involved, because sometimes when I guess my question to you, first of all, is like, are we talking about when someone is like going out on the first day, second day, third date, or whatever, and this, are they open? So to answer your question, are they open to relationships? Is that where they're at when you're asking this question?
Okay, first, this is really just something that I heard, and I said, let's talk about it. So I don't know if it's necessarily a part of, if this is date 1 or date 20, is the fact that you shared, that part of you with someone.
All right, I'll look at it as this, as you're open to a relationship. And so for women, in terms of gaining emotions, I agree. Again, I'm not a woman or anything like that, but I do know that it's that feeling that's involved, where it's like, you mine now, unless because unless they're out for just a good time, a good night, because like there's a song that's out right now talking about that they just got dumped, and now they're going to the club strictly for that. And so and so that's, hey, that's their choice. But if we're talking about, like, man, let me see how this goes, or how I feel. Oh, man, he's cute. Let me see. Okay. And then they go out, maybe date, 2 days, whatever. I'm not saying how long, whatever, but then it happens, and all of a sudden I do feel like they're like, okay, all right, I can see this. I can see that I'm with this person for a long time, that all of a sudden that the emotions start to kick in, the endorphins or whatever. And then they go to the calendar and start putting the wedding dates down.
Not the wedding dates.
And they start.
I will, not to cut you off, but I will agree that there are, females out here who like, I just want sex as well. That's it. No strings attached, just sex. So not all females, have those emotions or feelings involved. So I agree with you on that.
So so it goes both ways, because and so in terms of the emotions, women are going to have emotions where they may fall for the guy first, and that's okay. It's not a good thing, not a bad thing. It's just how it is. And so with men, in terms of clarity, I guess just looking at some notes that I did put, I guess they do get a better understanding as to where the relationship may go, because because I know like women sometimes they look at the face, the features, whatever, but then they like the personality. They want people to make them laugh and all the stuff. A lot of men are just like, dang, turn around, let me, okay. Right. But that's an initial attraction, and we can get into that and as we talk a little bit further on something else that we're going to be discussing. But the initial attraction is features for many men, and so when we see that,
lots of men,
and we're like, okay, all right. And if they're looking for a relationship, then they may gain clarity, thinking, okay, do I really want to? Can I see myself with this person for a long time? Or do I feel like, I don't know if we didn't click, where the next morning, or you're like, all right, here, I'll call you.
And or could it have been because it wasn't good? The reason why they had that clarity.
Right.
I mean, if we talking about it.
Hey, that's clear. They're just thinking, okay, when I'm bored or whatever, I may try to give you a call later. But if you're looking for a relationship, let's say, okay, I'm thinking about a point in my life. Let's say I'm thinking, okay, I'm ready to settle down. I'm ready to do this. And then after we have sex, I'm thinking, okay, I can see myself with this person. So, not speaking for every man, and not necessarily even speaking for myself, just in general, my thoughts. And so when we talk about women and emotions, here's something to ponder, I guess, so to speak. So I think that, yes, women feed off of emotions, because after they have sex and everything like that, that's when they know. And one question to ask you and to ask the world, who is typically the first person in a relationship to say I love you?
Ooh, okay.
It's typically the woman, right? In
most,
I mean, maybe 51-49, maybe. let's say, not 90-10 or anything, but let's say 51-49 women are the ones that may say it one more time than the man. That's why I think yes, they gain have more emotions than men, or that they gain emotion in terms of clarity. For men, this is something that I was thinking about. So when a man kind of knows, and from just seeing things around, whatever, is that they kind of know how they're going, if they're going to be in a relationship with that person or not after sex. They have that thought already. And then when they have sex, it kind of solidifies things in most cases. And the reason I say most cases, because sometimes they just like, they know no matter what, it's just going to be a friendship, a late night call or whatever. But sometimes they're like, man, this chick is fine, whatever, and they go in there thinking it's just gonna be, and they click, but even beforehand they click, and they're thinking, all right, let's have some fun, and that's all they're thinking about. They just think it's just gonna be some fun, and they feel that the woman's on the same page where it's just gonna be some fun. But then after they have sex, they're like, damn, I could make her my wife now, because the fact that beforehand they clicked, and then after that sex, he thought that it was just gonna be kind of casual, whatever. But he's like, no, dude, this is the real deal. And so they gain that clarity, not necessarily the feeling per se, as they go into the jewelry store that next day, but they gain that clarity, like, okay, I could see being with this person, because not only are they cool, but they are cool. So
I appreciate it. I mean, look, it is what it is. It's what it is. These are just, thoughts, and we just putting it out there because it's definitely something that I think we should talk about. It shouldn't be anything taboo or anything,
That's true.
Right. But to answer that, and well, not even that it was a question, but with the women saying I love you first, yeah, I think we do tend to say it first, but that's not necessarily meaning that the guy might not feel it first. We just might be the first one to be like, okay, I'm gonna open my mouth, let's get this ball rolling, because typically after we say it, they'll say it back. So it's like, okay, were you always feeling these feelings, or what is it? Or are you just saying this to appease me?
I was just thinking, so the woman says, I love you, and then the guy says, thank you. That would be, well, how would you feel if that happened? Or they said, that's nice. Or even the other way around. If the guy said, this is a whole other topic, but if the guy says, I love you, and then the other person says, thank you, or
I guess if they
smiles or whatever.
Right. Now when I was younger, I probably would have been in my feelings. Be like, what the heck? But now in this age, I think I would appreciate somebody not saying it back if that's not the way they felt. Because I want you to be honest and, trustworthy with me. Yes, genuine with me. So if you don't feel those emotions, let me know. If you don't think you're going to get there, let me know. Don't have me wasting time, even though I don't think anything is kind of a waste of time. I think everything are lessons, but right. But I think I would be cool with it because I'm not trying to rush anybody through this process. I want you to be sure about the way that you feel about me.
That's that clarity.
That clarity. I don't want any question marks.
Right.
So, yeah, and I wouldn't take it back either, because if I feel that way, I feel that way. So I'm not gonna be like, oh, I didn't love you anyway. I just wanted to see what you was gonna say. Yeah, no, we ain't playing those games. We're too old for that. Way too old.
You say I ain't love you anyway.
If I was, right.
That's funny.
Yeah, if I don't know if it was the other way around where they said it and I didn't feel the same. I mean, I would be polite because I want somebody to treat me the way I would treat them. So I'm definitely going to be mindful of your feelings. And I'll be like, oh, that's so sweet. I really care about you a lot as well. And if they keep wanting me to go into it, I'll still try to be nice. But if you keep pressuring me, then that's when I'll be like, look, I'm not there yet. But if we continue doing what we're doing, hopefully those feelings will grow.
You know what? I also want, and I'm sure you do as well, when we talk about liking, sharing, commenting, we would appreciate also comments too. And maybe we could follow up on this on another episode, just from what people's reactions are. Because I would love to hear, and I'm sure you would as well, from other men, from other women, just how they feel about emotions and clarity, and don't take offense on anything that we said.
And when it comes to the guys, I definitely agree with you when you said you all are visual, because that's the first thing I think people, like you said, they looking at you, they're looking at your body, they're looking at your body type, looking at your eyes, see how your hair is done, all of that, see the type of clothing that you're wearing. So yes, you guys are extremely visual. As for females, we tend to, what's the first thing that's going to come out of your mouth? How are you presenting yourself? Of course, of course there should be some form of attraction,
right?
But we also want to know, are you going to treat me well? Are you just a good person? Does that personality, something that's going to keep me interested? Do you bring that good energy?
That's good
Those
to know.
are things that we kind of, care about. So
that's good to know.
But on that note, look, we said what we said. You heard what we said, and we got to take a drink on that. Look.
You see that? You heard. Yes.
Look, I'm gonna tell you. You see this cup right here? Oh no, you probably don't.
Maybe
see
not.
It. Okay.
All right, hold on. You see this cup?
That's that virtual background.
Don't see it. Now you see it. Nope. Now you see it. Nah.
Right. Look, it's halfway gone. I started drinking way before we started this topic. I had to make sure I was good to go. So if you hear us kind of rambling and stumbling, this is why.
What's in that why? What you got in that why?
A little peach rum up in here, got me feeling nice.
You know what's so funny?
You got that too?
No, I don't. Oh. But what? I do have some fruit.
Okay.
Like you do. Instead of peach, I got a little prickly pear.
Ooh, they tried to get that to me the other night.
Take it.
Okay. Now I know. Well, cheers to you.
Cheers to you.
Another day, another podcast, another episode.
All right, stop talking.
Where'd you go? Oh, shoot. Okay. All right. Now that that's over with, even though the next topic is, I don't want to say bad, but the next topic, we're going to get right into it. Same thing. And it's out of the 5 senses, which ones are the most sensual to you? I figure we might as well just let this whole episode talk about it. And the 5 senses: sight, sound, taste, smell, and touch. So out of those, which ones, are all of them, just one of them? Which one is the most sensual?
The most.
Mm-hmm. Give me your top.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, so they all are good. Mm-hmm. And I'll do like the bottom 3. I'm gonna go through all of them real quick, just because I don't want it'll be quick, if you don't mind. Is that okay? Mm-hmm. Okay.
Look, so you good.
So like here is in the bottom, because I think about, I it's sensual when you talk dirty. I love, that's that.
We going there.
or like bring your fun.
Oh shit.
You know what I'm saying?
Wait, I don't know if I need to know all of this.
No, I'm not saying. I'm just saying in general. When women talk, when women get aggressive,
yes,
or that, and that's
faces you make.
Hey,
I love it though. That's cool. Yeah, we do with all that.
So that's that here, when you hear something, or even, hey baby, even that's soft. Mm-hmm. That's soft. Or because a lot of times people have pet names, and when they hear that pet name, they right.
So you get them chills.
Yeah. So, but even though the way I'm making those faces, whatever, I still think that's at the bottom, in my opinion, for me.
Okay.
Let's see. Smell is at the bottom for me. Mm-hmm. If you smell good, I don't call me crazy or whatever. Just the smell, just the natural smell.
Yes, that part. That part. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm talking about. All the perfume, all that stuff, that's cool and all, but just that all natural is sensual to me.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
Also in the bottom is taste.
Okay.
For me. Mm-hmm. I ain't gonna go there.
Say that's too much for our podcast.
We're gonna have to mark explicit for that, and I don't want to.
Right. It's too late. It's too late. We got to check the box.
But number 2 for me is touch.
Okay.
Daddy like a good massage.
All right.
And on that note, you heard what I said. And even just the nice, just the, or the, because I used to be bald, now I got hair, and it's like, just the feeling, it feels good. You get chills because it's not you. Because when you, because when you touching yourself, not metaphorically, but just that,
that's true. That's true.
But then also it's another person touching you.
That part. Yeah.
That part? Yeah, that part too.
I know that's
you said it.
But yeah, that's a totally different feeling, different vibe, all of that. Yeah, I agree.
And number one is something that I don't know, you touched upon it. Yeah, we both touched upon it. Is is see the sight. Okay. You come into a room. I'm not gonna make the faces, but you come into a room and it's like, okay, because as I've gotten older, I'm not ashamed of my body, and I hope those out there, their significant others, shouldn't be either. Exactly. But just to come in, and whether if it's lingerie or just shorts and just showing off some leg, that's sensual to me, because sometimes as you get older and as you get into a relationship, for those of you that know, a lot of times you may see sweatpants and sweatshirts all the time. All of a sudden you see some skin.
Say it's go time.
It's go time.
That plays into the part where, like I was saying before, guys are visual. Now you mentioned it too. So yeah, I can understand that part.
So my number one is sight. So.
Okay. Ours is a little different. I think when it comes to intimacy and pleasure, just like you, I think all of them play an important role, in that aspect. However, I do have a top two, and guess we about to get into it. And I'll be gone soon. This is about to be gone.
I'm ready.
I guess my top two would be sound and touch. Those would be my top two. And like I said, I think all of them are important and in some form kind of needed. But yeah, sound and touch are definitely mine. It's like, I want to know what you're thinking, tell me what you're feeling, tell me what you want to do, all that goodness. So, to hear all those things, yeah, I think that's, my top. And definitely touch, I want to be able to feel you. I want you to be able to feel me. We need some grabbing, some all that goodness. I definitely want to be connected to you in some form. And I want our time to be enjoyable. And we're going to leave it brief.
So when you talked about touch, are you talking about touching like inside the house, the bedroom, or like just a type of touch outside as well in public? How do you feel about public?
Yeah, we don't have to keep anything held in the bedroom. I want people to know that when we're outside in public, that you claiming me there too. Don't claim me just in the bedroom. I need the world to know, like, okay, we're together. This is it. He's mine. I'm yours. Well,
there's that emotion.
Like right. Yes, that's emotion. Yes, we are involved.
And clarity. He's mine. She mine. All right.
Right, yeah. So if it's holding hands, if he's coming up behind me, if he's touching the small of my back, whatever that might be, yes, that part. Okay. You heard what I said. Okay. I need all of that. So definitely, the sound and touch, those are my top for sure.
That's what I'm talking about. All right.
Okay, so wait. That look with these topics, it's been a lot today. Now we're done with that part. Let's get into our 3 things. And I figured, why not continue along with the topic? And with the 3 things, we're going to talk about love languages. So what are your top 3 love languages? And for those who are unaware, love languages there are 5 of them. And the 5 love languages are words of affirmation, acts of service, receiving gifts, quality time, and physical touch. So I guess I could go ahead and start this off. And my top three, and in order of importance, I guess my number one would be quality time. It's like if I enjoy you and you have great energy, then I'm going to desire to be around you. Energy is contagious, and I want all the goodness, all the time, all the feels, all the love. And number two would be, we just spoke on it, physical touch. that would be my number two. It's like, show me that you desire me, that you're attracted to me. I want all the hugs, all the kisses, all the cuddles, all that goodness again. Mm-hmm. And my third one would be words of affirmation. And it's like, affirm to me that you love the qualities that I love in myself, or even the ones that I don't love in myself, or I don't want to say not love in myself, but the ones that I'm working on, or something that I might not see in myself that you see. Tell that to me. Let me know. And beyond that, like, let's speak life and love and health and joy into our relationship. Words have power, and I'm speaking all the positivity into my life, and then the person who I'm with, I'm speaking it into theirs as well. But what about you?
First of all, I commend you.
Thank you.
Yes, I love it.
Okay.
Not only do I love your top three, but just the way you explained it. So
okay,
good. For me,
appreciate that.
Yeah. For me, number three is physical touch. Like you said, I love the massage. I love the touch. I love just hair, pulling, or I got a little hair that you can pull too. Yeah. I just, the physical touch, it means it's a good feeling. Number two, my number two and number one, actually, you're tripping. My number two and number one are actually different than yours. My number two.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. My number two is receiving gifts.
Nice. Okay.
And the reason why I say that is because of the fact that you're listening. And so, like, if all of a sudden, we have a conversation about, let's say 5 months ago, we have a conversation about, oh man, I wish I had this, and not necessarily a expensive gift or item. It could be a book book that you've been wanting for forever, or you wanted to go to this restaurant, or you wanted to go to the park, to this particular park, whatever, and then you hear it 5 months ago, but you blow it off, and then all of a sudden 5 months later, on a special occasion, you take that person and you buy them that gift that they've always wanted, that they thought you weren't listening when they said they wanted it, and then you get it or give it to them. So receiving gifts is my number two, and my number one is acts of service, because I feel that when they notice and appreciate the little things that you do for them. So you have a hard day's work, and then all of a sudden the dishes are done, or all of a sudden you open up the door and you smell food, and all of a sudden you're like that little cartoon character where you're just floating to the kitchen, or something like that. Or just something like that, just something that you've wanted to get done for forever, and all of a sudden you come home or you wake up and it's done, and you're like, oh my gosh, thank you. And it's not just a thank you, but it's like, man, you really do. Sometimes you feel like you really do love me, because that you've been either putting it off, or it's just whatever, and all of a sudden it's done, and it's like, man,
that definitely is a good feeling.
Yeah, you don't even say nothing, you just look like, man, all right, I chose correctly. I chose wisely, or whatever. Yeah. So that's my number one. It's just that feeling you get when you don't expect something to be done and it's done.
That's a good one. I love somebody to take some of the load off of my back. That would be amazing.
Or even something as simple as gas in your car, where you're like on E, and all of a sudden you get in the car and it's like, you don't turn the car on, or you lower the fuel, you don't hear that sound, or whatever
exactly.
sound, and it's on full. Just stuff like that, little random acts of kindness, as you could say.
Yeah, mine wouldn't be the gas. Mine would be a car wash. Because anybody who knows me knows I'm out here crazy without clean cars. So when I get my man, yes, if he goes out and washes that car for me, baby.
Yeah, see, just the little things. So yeah, that's
yes,
my number one.
Absolutely.
But I love yours as well, for sure. I love it.
Yeah, look, I'm trying. Look, once again, it has been an amazing episode. We got to learn all these things about each other, and hopefully we've shared and helped all of y'all out there with what we got going on, our thoughts, our feelings, our views. Once again, if you enjoyed this content, like, share, and subscribe.
So how can they reach you on Instagram?
Okay, well, first you can reach both of us and watch our episodes on Youheardwhatisaid.com. So go ahead, tune in.
Look below, Youheardwhatisaid.com.
Yes, absolutely. So that part first. And then if you want to follow me, I'm Precious Said 888 on Instagram.
All right. And I am yes, thank you. And you can reach me at Keon Said 37.
Awesome again. Well, thank you guys for tuning in to another episode, and we will see you all on Wednesday.
Yes.
All right. Take care.
Should I get my makeup?
Look, it ain't even no makeup on here. There, you see, it's nothing on the brush. I'm hot as hell. I'm trying to dry the sweat. It's just a dry brush. So I try not to get too deep and provocative or nasty. Oh, shit. So wait, let me take a drink first because this episode about to be wild. Maybe I shouldn't have took that sip because
it hit you that hard that quick.
Now I don't know how to say words. Oh my goodness. So could you go back and take another drink and I gotta get a least through the intro. Why can't we make it through the intro? No more drinking before the podcast.
No, I was just nothing.
Okay. Just a minute. I ain't got some ice in my mouth and I can't talk with it. Give me a sec. Okay, go ahead.
It's my damn shirt, man. I am not gonna let this again, man.
This is like our longest.
I'm doing my spring cleaning and this is going away, dude.
You like that commercial where they be telling you to use fabric softener?
Dude, I feel like my head's going to a pothole or something. All right. Man, but I mean, with the first one, I didn't know what I tried.
You tried, huh? I'm tripping on this doggone green screen. It's like you see the drink, you don't see the drink. You
tripping like I said. I found a green notebook. See my face? Don't see my face.
That's crazy.
I know.
Yeah.